Hey y'all, Chantel here. Thank you for joining today. If you're a newbie and you like what you're seeing already, please do well to subscribe. Don't also forget to turn on the bell icon next to the subscribe button so you'll be notified once I put out a new video here on this channel. That's a vibe if you ask me. Thank you so much. Not my usual type of content because I'm someone who believes that not every of your opinion should be shared. I might feel some type of way about something, but I just swallow it and say it within myself. I don't vocalize it basically. However, I'm going to jump on this because it hit close to home and it's one of the, if not the most shallow thing I have heard in recent times. I came across this post on Instagram on Spiritual World a few days back, and I'd like to publicly react to it because it's worth talking about. It was an excerpt from Red Couch with Bond featuring guest Ayoelz, Ayoelz. Let's just watch it together and I'll share how I feel about what she had to say.
You said that a man that takes care of another man's child is weak. That's what you said. Can you please explain why?
In case you didn't catch it already, she said that a man that takes care of another man's child is weak. And she's about to give reasons why.
That's not your child, that's not your responsibility. Your intentions may be in the right place, but it's not, you're not gonna benefit from it. It is very rare.
It's not your child. Yeah, not your child. Not your responsibility. Who made you the judge of that? And her saying that you're not going to benefit from it. Who told you people are looking to benefit anything from the children? Even people that birth these children, your biological mother, your biological father, that have the rights, in quotes, to benefit from you when you are independent. You have to take care of your parents and all of that. It doesn't even always turn out that way. I have countless stories of children that abandon their parents once it's time to take care of them, same way they took care of them from infancy. So what makes you think that training a child that isn't yours means that you want something in return, means that you're entitled to get benefit from the person? Men do these things out of love. Men do these things because God has placed them in that position to do that for the child. What you're telling me now is that this child doesn't deserve the right to get better education. This child doesn't deserve a chance at a better space to grow up just because the man is not their father. And once the man does it, he is weak. Let's continue.
I know y'all love to use Shaq as an example.
Shaq.
Shaquille O'Neal, I think he wasn't raised with a biological father.
Oh yeah, right.
But
Shaquille O'Neal wasn't raised by his biological father. Bill Clinton as well. The Bill Clinton you know. Mandela, Lance Armstrong, Marilyn Monroe, Steve Jobs, 50 Cent. The list goes on and on. Kelly Clarkson, Vin Diesel, LeBron James, Jeff Bezos of Amazon, Adele, the superstar, and a whole lot of other people. Bringing it back home, there are a lot of people I know that weren't trained by their fathers. Maybe their fathers are deadbeat dads, and a man that God placed in their lives took the reins and took care of them and trained them into who they are today. So you can't come here, Ayoelz or whatever her name is, and start spewing all sorts. I feel like people just feel the need to open their mouths sometimes. You just want to talk. You're not bothered about if what you're saying is making sense or not. You just want it to be that your mouth is not closed. You just have to say something. I think that is what this lady is all about.
how often does that happen? That's very rare. And even so, children deserve both of their biological parents, which is why it's imperative for both men and women, but mainly women, because there's more women out here with children out of wedlock than men.
She got me where she said children deserve both parents. Obviously they do, but when things don't turn that way, you have to work with what you have. And then she goes on ahead to say that more women have more kids out of wedlock than men. Where did you get your statistics from? Where are you getting this compilation? Why are you so confident? Oh my God.
Pick the right person the first time.
This is the one that scattered my brain when she said pick the right person the first time. Do you mean to tell me that those who got married out of love envisage a future where they'll be divorced. It beats me how some human beings just elevate themselves to the position of God. How cruel can you be? How can you tell someone to get it right the first time? Is the person a seer? Does the person have the power to see the future and know that this is not going to work? Then I'm not hopping on this train. I've seen people so in love, like inseparable, when they got married, but they get into the marriage and so many things just happen that they can't handle it anymore. It's painful, it's heartbreaking. How many people do you think get a divorce, find it funny, like they're happy about it, they throw a party? Even those that have a divorce party, you can imagine what the person must have seen inside the marriage for the person to come out and throw a divorce party. You don't have any right whatsoever, any authority whatsoever to tell people to get it right the first time. That's very inconsiderate. That's very mean of you.
So now, what if that doesn't happen?
I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, okay, you don't know what to say, but you gave the advice. He asked her, what if it doesn't happen? And she's like, I don't know what to tell you. You don't know what to tell me, but you were quick to tell me to get it right the first time. The hypocrisy.
Focus
No.
on yourself.
No. Because you can't say, so you're saying that every man that takes care of another man's child is weak.
Yes.
Careful and true.
It is impossible for every man to grow up. Well, right now, as we're talking, every man does not have a man in their life. Mm-hmm. Or every child and every boy and every girl does not have a man in their life. Mm-hmm. So who's supposed to take that role as the man in that life?
The biological father. If the biological father is not there,
then
maybe I could give leeway.
Talking about leeway, who do you think you are? Who gave you the authority to give people the freedom or to plan to dictate the lives of others? Oh my goodness. It's the audacity for me.
For if the father died, maybe. If the woman's a widow, maybe. It's not nobody's fault that the man passed away. But even that is rare. It's rare that a man is taking care.
Oh my goodness! Like, where is this lady from? I even had to go check her Instagram and saw she was on private. She did the right thing to be on private because that is very rare to see a man taking care of another man's child for the sole reason that the biological father is late. She needs a reality check. Like, she just needs to come back to earth.
Of a child because the biological father is dead. You have a child. Kids are expensive.
The guy is even tired. He's like, what type of guest did I invite on my podcast, for goodness sake?
Well, I don't see the point of taking all of your hard-earned money and investing into somebody else's DNA. And then statistically,
I'm starting to scream. And how does that change the fact that you're who you are? How does that affect you? Do you know the blessings that come with things like this? Do you know if that child is the good luck charm that man has? Do you know if that child was an avenue for God to pour a lot of blessings on that man and the family at large? What do you mean by hard-earned money? What of a situation where the man cannot father a child? He doesn't have a biological child. It's impossible for him to get one. And he has the opportunity to take care of one, mold one child that would have gone south into a leader of tomorrow, right? And then because he's not the biological father, he shouldn't do that. There's nothing weak about that. For me, it even shows how much of a strong man you are. I grew up in a family where it was not just the children in the house. We always had somebody in the house or some people in the house. The number of people that call my father dad and the number of people that call my mother mommy are more than the number of children that they have. So I don't see anything wrong with it. Like, it's my goodness. The phrase that says it takes a village to train a child, it's 100% true. You don't have to be the primary guardian, but you can as well impute things here and there. Pay for school fees, uniforms, stuff, even if the father of the child is alive.
Children who are raised by step parents, they don't turn out any better than children who are raised by single parents.
I need to listen to this again.
And then statistically, children who are raised by step parents, they don't turn out any better than children who are raised by single parents.
It's the word statistically that she just casually threw around. They don't turn out any better than children who were raised by single parents. What is it with this debate about children who were raised by single parents versus children who were raised by both parents? A child who wants to turn out great will turn out great. You instill values in your children and pray to God that they continue in that footstep. It doesn't have anything to do with single parenting or step parenting or foster care or both parents being available. Yeah, there might be things here and there that the child would miss out on, but in the overall molding of a child, as far as I'm concerned, it has little or nothing to do with how the child turns out in the future. So go get your facts right. Have examples, living examples, human beings that you've seen that have gone through these things before you make a conclusion or before you come online and talk trash.
Blended families have a very high failure rate. Where do you get that statistic
from, though?
Blended families have a very high failure rate. Oh my goodness. He even went on ahead to ask her where she got the statistics from, and
I didn't
no answer, just like I thought.
But it's true, though.
How is it true?
But it's true.
How is it true?
Children usually turn out better.
Yo, I wanted to take out time and listen to the full podcast, but I decided not to because I will end up being way more angry than I already am. What is going on with people these days? Why do we project ourselves or our situations into the situations of others? What makes you think that because it did not work for you, it wouldn't work for others, and then you dissuade others from doing that? And on her profile, she preaches Jesus. She's like, oh, follow Jesus and all. She even has a branded t-shirt with Jesus. And yet, you don't preach love. You don't preach oneness. You don't preach help. You don't preach assistance. What are we doing in this world if we cannot make an impact in the lives of others? If we can't leave this world a better place than it was when we met it? It's just a lot. I just really wanted to come on here and react to this. And I will categorically state that any man that takes care of another man's child is anything but weak. You are strong, you are an example to emulate, you are blessed, and God will continually open doors for you. You don't need to do anything for the sole purpose of having something back in return. That's what I always tell people. When you give with the aim of, or give with the mindset of not getting anything back in return from the particular person, because I can give you so many examples of things that have happened to me. I give something to this person now, and the next thing I'm getting blessing from someone or something else. It might be it's not even a little thing. I wanted to say that it might be as little as you crossing that road and not get hit down by a car. But that's not even little because we take it for granted. You don't know if you're supposed to be killed by a car, but because you did this good to this person, God averted it. People don't think deep these days. Everybody is just so selfish. Conscience is down the drain. This is just a short video. I don't want it to go on and on, but yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. How do you feel about what she said? Did you listen to this? Did you watch the podcast in full? Let me know as well, because her stance is very silly. It doesn't hold water in my books, and anyone with that mindset needs to have themselves checked, both physically and spiritually and otherwise. Thank you all so much for watching. Subscribe if you're yet to. Share this video, leave a comment in the comment section. I will see you all in my next one. Bye.
Didn't I say I'm sorry? Didn't I do the best I could? You have high expectations. Don't I know that you've explained it? How I should prove myself.